Okay, so today, I'm going to show you guys how to make these pride donuts. I made them in June. It was supposed to be like the pride month, but I'm just like having time to show you guys the recipe and make it again for you guys on YouTube as per my YouTube people in this month of July. Anyway, so let's get started. They're so pretty and delicious. So in a bowl, it's a one bowl method. You don't need a mixer or anything for it. And if you don't have a donut machine, you can use a silicone mold. Yes, the regular donut silicone mold. Okay, so what you want to do first is have 2 cups of flour and 1 cup of sugar, and to that you add a pinch of salt and a teaspoon of baking powder, and then to that you're going to add 200 grams of butter. Yes, and 3 tablespoons of heavy cream, and then you're going to stir with some flavoring, whatever kind of flavor you want, vanilla, chocolates, Baileys, whatever flavor you have. So, and then you're going to mix it, and you don't want to mix it too much so it won't be too tough. So that's all. It's a very simple recipe. Like, it's a one bowl recipe. You don't need a mixer or a whisk or anything. Like, you don't need any of those. So then you're going to stir that together, and then I'm going to show you guys how to partition and color them. And we're going to be using, for this recipe today, we're going to be using gel food coloring, and we're going to be using 3 of the primary colors, which is yellow, blue, and red. Yes, so you can form the colors of the rainbow from those 3 primary colors. If you want to see how to do that in depth, I have an in-depth tutorial on how to do that for you guys on this channel, and I'm going to put the link right up here. It says click on me. Yeah, click on that. So for this video today, you're going to be needing 3 bowls, and we're going to separate our batter into 3 different bowls. Yes. Okay, so while you do all of that, make sure you turn on your oven to 160 degrees centigrade, and then if you're using a donut maker, turn it on to about 100 degrees centigrade, and that's because the heat is coming from the top and the bottom, so you need it to be a little bit less hot. So in the oven, make sure you turn it to 160 degrees centigrade, and if your oven is you're not sure of the calibration of the oven, make sure you use an oven thermometer. I say that a lot in most of my videos. Like, an oven thermometer is something every baker needs, especially if you bake for sale. Okay, so we're going to be coloring one bowl. We divide it into 3 different bowls, and then we're going to be coloring one bowl yellow, and then out of that yellow bowl you're going to take some of it. Yeah, basically we're dividing this into 7 different batters because there's 7 different colors of the rainbow. Okay, so guys, the next color we're going to make is red. So you want to take some red food coloring and add it to the second bowl, and then from that second bowl you are going to transfer some of your batter. You don't want to stir it too much. You're just stirring it until the color is mixed, otherwise your donut to be tough, and you don't want it to be pretty but tough. You want it to be pretty and taste amazing. Okay, so you want to take some of the red food coloring, and then you're going to take your yellow food coloring and pour it into the red, and then try to mix. At this point we're trying to make orange. The combination of yellow and red gives you an orangey color, so I think these oranges are kind of orangey enough. If you want it to be a little bit more orangey, all you have to do is add a little bit of yellow and then stir. Okay, so we're going to take these and then we're going to transfer it into our piping bag again. For this recipe, like, if you're a professional cake decorator or you sell cakes, basically make sure you buy these disposable piping bags. That's the only way you won't be washing a million piping bags a day. Like, I hate to wash, like, anyways, so make sure you buy those disposable ones. They come in like 100 per pack, and if you're looking for like the best tools for cake decorators that are easy, that make your lives a lot easier, that I use, I'm going to leave the link for you guys in the description box below. I have like a link to most of my favorite tools that make my life easier as a home baker. Okay, so the next one we're going to be thinking about is the color blue. So what you want to do, of course, is to add some blue gel food coloring to your batter, and then you want to stir it until it is well combined. You don't want to stir it too much, like I said initially, and then you're going to transfer it to another disposable piping bag. Disposable piping bags, guys, it is heaven. I think I go through one in about 2 weeks, yeah, and like a pack has about 100 in it, and like it is very cheap actually, so it makes your life a lot easier. Okay, so the next color we're going to be making is green. Yellow and blue gives you green, so we're going to add a little bit of yellow to the remaining blue in our bowl, and that gives you green. If it's too small and you want to make it a little bit more, take some of your remnant batter and then add to it, and then stir, and then put in your piping bag. Easy. So once you are done with, now we've done red, yellow, green, blue, yeah, and orange. So we've done 5. Okay, so guys, I think we're going to stop at this 5, and then we're going to clean up our mess. So like, I like a clean space. So as you work, it's important you clean up your mess. So like, it makes your life a lot easier, and it makes your work a lot easier, like to look at and stuff. So today we're going to be using just 5 colors instead of 7. The last one would have been purple. All you have to do for purple is to add the red and the blue together, and it gives you a really nice shade of purple. Okay, so our oven, or has been preheating if you're using an oven and a silicone mold, and at the same time our donut maker has been preheating at 100 degrees centigrade. And if you're using an oven, remember you're using 160 degrees centigrade. Okay, so we're going to be putting this in batches, but we're going to test out one first because I wanted to see what it looks like. Yeah, so you want to like do different colors. So we're putting yellow first, and then orange, and then red, and then we're going to put green, blue, and then green. And you want to make sure you fill in the space as much as possible, so that like when you open your donut maker, it's going to like, there will be enough batter to actually form a full donut and everything. So you want to put that in mind when you're doing this. If you're using a silicone mold, make sure like you fill the mold as much as possible. Don't fill it too much to the brim, so that like it doesn't spill over and become an absolute mess, because that way it won't be pretty. Okay, so this is what we have, and see how pretty it is. Yeah, it's not done yet. So if you dip your fork or maybe a sharp object like a toothpick into it, if it comes out with like colorful batter, then it is not done. But if it comes out clean, then it is done. Just like if you were checking for the doneness of cake. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, so guys, once it is done, we can take it out, and it is so pretty. Okay, so guys, the next thing we're going to do is to fill in the space for each donut mold, and then we're going to make like, for this my box contains about 12 pieces of donuts, so we're going to make sure we make 12 pieces today, and this will make you between 12 to 13 pieces depending on how much you fill your donut holes. And if you're using a silicone mold, it makes you about 17 pieces of donuts. So if you're using the silicone mold, bear in mind that it will be slightly smaller than these donut makers, because the silicone mold is about, I think is about 2 centimeters for the diameter. That's about 6, but for this one it's about 8. So the silicone mold makes you about 16 to 17 donuts, but this donut maker makes me about 12 to 13. So bear that in mind when you're using this. So this was after filling in all 6 holes, and see how pretty. So pretty. Like, I was so proud of myself when it came out. Like, it was so pretty, and my customer really loved it. Anyway, so if you watch this point and you haven't subscribed to this channel, haba, see all the work I'm doing, and you still haven't subscribed, please right now click and subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you can see everything I post immediately I post them, because I have amazing tutorials for you guys on this channel, and I work so hard in them. And like, I think about like beginners are just starting out and all the help you need, so like my videos are kind of tailored to that. So guys, this is all we have today. So I'm going to arrange my donuts in my donut box, and it contains 12, so I had an extra one to eat. Yes, so this video was so much fun to make for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you ever try it out, please leave me a comment in the comment section, or tag me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram as _cake me away. And I love when my YouTube people send me like pictures on Instagram, or just find me on Instagram. Like, it's amazing. It makes me feel really good. So thank you guys always for watching my videos. I'm very grateful to you guys, and please give me a thumbs up underneath this video. Thank you. Please, like, it tells YouTube you love the video and it suggests it to other people, so please could you please give me a thumbs up? I'd really appreciate it. So for this, I'm not really glazing these donuts, because I'm not about to cover this beauty, but I just want to like drizzle some white chocolate on top of them, so it makes them like really pop and everything. So I'm not just going to like glaze and cover the old beauty of the donut, so I'm just going to drizzle. So right now I'm going to take some of the white chocolate and melt it, and I'm going to put it in my piping bag again. Like, you can imagine how many piping bags I used for this video. I think I used almost 10. Okay, so you just want to drizzle some white chocolate on it, and it makes it extra pretty and so nice. So thank you guys, and I will see you in my future videos. Till then, bye.